Hey guys, just as I promised, when I got my pumpkins out, I would give you a quick little tour. I will tell you this, not one of my pumpkins are alive, and I'm gonna give you my reason that they're not alive. I see my shadow. The reason they're not alive is we have been so busy this year. We've been so busy with our grandchildren and with different things that have gone on that we just didn't have time to take care of them, water mums. So I'm going to show you what I did instead of mums is I put Wandering Jew and some cabbage plants in my little planter that I have here. And that way, if I don't get it watered, then it's going to be okay. The only thing I did on the porch was I added that wreath and also the pumpkins. And these are cardboard pumpkins that I found, and I don't know where, in the middle of the year, and I just painted them white. They have jack-o'-lantern faces on the other side. And then I just pulled my other pumpkins out. You've already seen my door, so let's go see where else I put pumpkins. I simply moved the arrangement over to the side and put my big pumpkin in there. So it would be with my leaf. And that's all I did. Here, I just added some, I wanted an organic look with my wooden. This is an acorn and it has a wooden bottom. Well, I guess it might be a pumpkin. I thought it was an acorn. And I used, this one is woven. And then I have the shiny over here with the mercury grass. I just wanted it to be a mixture. And I think it worked out really well. And I left the table just as it was in the other one. I put 2 pumpkins here. And the reason I don't have very much here is because we're constantly putting things there. So I just did it real simple and just added 2 little white pumpkins. And I pulled out one of my journals that I did. It has the fall colors on it that I love. So I just put it out if anyone wants to look through it. One day, if you all are interested, I'll pull out my travel journals. The mantle, I just added some pumpkins that I made. They're made from everything from velvet to velour. Now that one's wooden, and that one's a velour. I made those a long time ago. And I just added that little touch of fall on the mantle. And on this side is where I put my vintage Halloween. I used to really, when the kids were little, they loved Halloween. And I was always putting out Halloween. Brax loved to be scared and Bryson loved to scare him. So I would put it out. But these are my vintage pieces plus some. I made these little cats, oh gee, on a girl trip a long time ago. We did it with modeling clay, I think. I'm not sure. And then that's a vintage piece I put in there. That's one that I painted a long time ago that I wanted to put on with my vintage one because he looks real vintage. Then these 3 I found at various and asunder places. And also my scary cat. And this one fell off, so I just put him in a little bottle there. This came from Bat Cave, North Carolina, when we were there. That's when we made the cats, is when we were in Bat Cave. So I got the little bat and brought it back. But these, if you'll notice, they spell Halloween. I made these when the kids were little. And it's just wools that I pulled out. And I just lined them up on an old branch that I found outside. Grace and I went out there and picked that, and she arranged them. So I was really happy. You know, Grace is Brax's little girlfriend. They came to visit. So let's see where else I put a pumpkin. I'm not sure. Let's see. We'll take a stroll around. Put one in that basket simply because I had one left over and it looked kind of cute in that basket. So I put it there. Oh, I did the table different. I put live flowers on the table from the yard This is the oak leaf hydrangeas. And then we have dirt daisies is what a lot of people call them. Ditch daisies. Bucky calls them his little sunflowers. So, and then I added the candle holder, and these are, the light's not real good. These are little acorns that I found somewhere. Sorry, I think I swung you around too fast. And then I added the white pumpkin and those two little ones. And as you can see, it doesn't take a lot for it to show that you have your pumpkins out, because this year I really did a minimum pumpkin. Now the painting on the wall, I painted that a couple of years ago. It's just real subtle. You really can't tell that it's up there, but it's real subtle. Also in the kitchen, I pulled out my table runner like I told you all. I kept it low. This is where Bucky and I eat. And I just added a couple of pumpkins there. This is some wild honey that friend of ours, the light color is spring, the dark color is fall, he said. And these pears are from our pear tree. Bucky picked those for us yesterday, so we would have them. And then coming on around here, I put a pumpkin that I had up on the top. And then I brought down my candy jar and I put the kids' favorite candies in it. And I also made them payday. Couldn't find any peanuts, so I put mixed nuts in there with the candy corn. They love that. And I put out my orange pod. I like to put it out every year. And then I think, oh, I do want to show you these. These are peppers. I'm going to turn, because of the lighting, I'm going to turn around. These are peppers that Bucky planted. They're hot peppers. We don't do hot peppers. So I just went out there a while ago and picked them and put them in here so you all could enjoy them too. And look, there's a bud even on one of them at this time of year. We're supposed to have frost tonight. I don't know. We'll see. And let's just kind of cruise around a little bit. See what we can find different. Oh, there is one thing I want to show you. Clack made me these. If you'll go to Clack Shack and see, he made me those. They're coasters. They're made out of cedar and they're so fun. I put pillows out. Different pillows. The sun is horrible right now. But these are not Halloween. They're not fall, but they have the colors. You know, I remember I showed you the plate that I was redoing. And then, there we go. That's the couch area. Put the little trick-or-treat that the kids played with. I'm going to show you something, and I hope that it will take. My house has so much light, and I keep this in the dark for a reason. This is a picture of my grandmother. I'm going to be in here. I know. You should see where I've been trying so there's no reflection. I guess I might do this at night sometime, but I wanted to share this. Look at that face. And look at those blue eyes. And she has her daisies. That's my grandmother. She was about 5 years old when this was taken. And it was taken by one of the traveling photographers that came. And the reason she has that look on her face is because she was hidden under the front porch. She did not want her picture made. So they drug her out from the front porch. She refused to smile. Took 2 or 3 of them to get her dressed all the way. And that's my grandmother, Claudie. I hope you can see it. If you can't, I apologize, but I did want to share her because it was made this time of the year. And it's just been precious to me, and I keep it where there's no direct sunlight. There's indirect, but no direct, because I don't want it to fade anymore. That's something that was, I love to hear my grandmother tell that story. So let's finish up. You see, I haven't painted the screen yet. I'll get there. This was on the table, so I changed that to over here, and I put out the give thanks. I added a couple of pumpkins and the pumpkin picture. And then on this, I just simply put some pumpkins up there that I had. Those are the ones that I made. And that's how I finished decorating for fall/Halloween. I promised you I would show you. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, hit that button and that bell for me, please. I would love to have you in our family. Until next time.